The idea of a gladiator arena in modern times. The main issue is the people who would be dying and if it would be humane or cause permanent damage. And there is a 50% increase every 50 years because every time it increases, it multiplies that. So if we did 100 arenas, one in each city with 100,000 people or 100,000 population, then we could do two sets of 15 people matches, so like 30 people. And that would be 18% of the 50% increase over 50 years. And another thing is a humane arena. The armor is the main thing. You need ceramic plated armor or a mesh that goes over your eyes, like a steel mesh. And then you need it on your back everywhere. That way it covers everything but the top of your head. Now, if you shot somebody with a 22, they might become mentally impaired, blind, paralyzed, or deaf. So the key to causing a lethal attack or battle, but a humane battle, would be a 9mm round. It is said that a 9mm round to the head is an 100% lethality to the person it hits. A 9mm round to the head is 100% fatality statistically to the person it hits. Now, if we used hollow points, then a 9mm round would go into the head and it would spread, damaging the brain a lot, and that would be almost lethal. We could even do a 9mm 3-shot burst. That way, 3 9mm hollow points spread inside the skull, eliminating the contestant. And that is how it would be humane. Another part of the loadout is chains on their boots. We would have chains on the boots. That way, people would be able to hear them coming. And another thing is selection process. Not everybody is going to be able to do it, but here's how it would work. We'd make it to where you would have to be a psychopath because people with violent urges are the first to get on the list. They can have a place where they can humanely and consensually and good like a warrior take care of those urges and get to feed their mind. You would get an application and only highly trained warriors and psychopaths would be able to participate. Now, another thing is that what about the mindset? If you're doing something violent, it can actually corrode your mind over time and give you brain disease. So here's how we say this whenever we start to get excited. Yes, this is fun. No, this is not a game. I promise to hold the utmost honor and integrity in this match. I am a warrior, and I am disciplined. I take this like a warrior, and it is nothing but a battle. I take this like a warrior. Another thing is, how would the matches work? Basically, there would be 3 judges. Each judge could award any participant with $5,000 per match. And more depending on how good they do. Another thing is that another thing is that there would be 1,500 seats for like 400 seats. It's like 40 grand with bleachers. And they'd have to make sure they have aim, that way they don't hit anybody in the audience and that they're trained. But there'd be 1,500 seats for $250 a match, which would be like $400,000. And the first match would happen with 15 people, where 5 people get released and there is a middle exit, and then which you're not allowed to be in unless you're exiting, and then there are hallways and turns where you can hear them coming, but each corner is wooden so they can shoot through it. And you gotta think, do I stand up, do I lay down, do I sit, do I charge, do I retreat, do I check the back, do I check the front? There are 5 people at a time. Every time a person leaves, another one goes in until all 15 people have had their fill. Or, I mean, not fill. It's not bad. It's for people with the heart of a warrior who don't want to be treated like shit in the military and who want to battle. Because if you don't let those people battle, then they become a warrior in society elsewhere. And it causes devastation. But basically, they would save up some of this money from the tournament, and there'd be two matches where they'd charge 1,500 seats for $250, and there is a city of about 100,000 people, so 1,500 people there's always going to be someone to join. Another thing is, if you turn 50, you have to have you can't have any kids that aren't adults. You have to have consent of your entire family to be able to join. Money is saved for a grand tournament where if you win enough times to where you get the chance to participate, and if you're 50 years old, then you get a chance to participate regardless because you're a burden to society. And you can't do it if you have a job profession where you are needed. But if you turn 50, you automatically get a chance. And the last thing I want to say is that you can train for it with paintball until you're 50.